Greetings once again to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again, coming to you today with my second of my three State of the Collection watch updates. Pardon me. This one is my Seiko review. As you can see, I have quite a few. Was it 3, 6, 9, 12? Well, not quite as many as Zelos, but getting up there. As I said, this is the second of three videos. The first one was my Zelos State of the Collection video. This is my Seiko State of the Collection video. There will also be a everything that isn't Zelos or Seiko video coming soon. So, let's get into it, shall we? Just starting over here in no particular order, I have... Well, first of all, let me say, if you watched my previous State of the Collection videos, you may have noticed between then and now, my Zelos collection has taken a bit of turn backwards. Most of these watches, except for the three at the end here, are what I would consider, well, in some cases vintage, but I'll just call them all vintage. 60s, 70s, 80s stuff. Whereas these are, of course, more modern, these three down here. But we'll start down here. I have my Pogue. This is my Seiko Pogue. Whoops, it's upside down, sorry. Love the gold. Ever since I saw one of these, I really loved that gold, well, golden yellow sunburst face. Just a beautiful watch. That Pepsi dial, and the chronograph works. Everything works on this watch. It's beautifully preserved. I didn't have to do a thing to it. Just wear it. And I have done the research. A black chapter ring on a Pogue is legitimate on some of the websites I've seen. Some websites dispute it. Most don't. And I don't care. It's a Pogue. To me, it's beautiful. And if anyone has issue with it, well, that's their thing. I have a Seiko. Now, I'm sorry I don't have all the calibers memorized. Forgive me for that, but it's just not important enough for me to store in my overworked brain. This is one of their older chronographs. They actually call this the doctor's chronograph. A beautiful stainless steel case with the black tachymeter style bezel, and it does function as a chronograph. I will prove this. Shift fingers here. Works perfectly fine. Stops fine. If I could just get my thumb to work right. It resets right there. Beautiful watch. Very nice dressy style watch. I have this Panda style chronograph that I picked up. This was recommended to me to look for this particular model by the gentleman over in England. His name is Chris, who put my Bishop back together. I'll explain that in a minute. Shout out to him. He was definitely a lifesaver, particularly since the first go around to try and fix that ended up as a disaster. Yes, I know the chrono second hand is a little bit off. I tried to adjust it out. It doesn't seem to want to go back to absolute zero, but it does work. As you can see, the 5th second or the 10th second hand works fine. The second hand chrono counts beautifully, and everything resets nicely. Except, of course, it fails me, but I know how to reset that, so I'm not worried about that. It's a 30 plus year old watch. What do you want? Let's see. I have my orange Bishop. These were reissues, um, and they reissued these in multiple bezel colors and other colors. And I just liked this particular one. Found one at a really good price and picked it up. And then I get into the Aliens collection. These 5 here. Although I don't know if technically the Black Ripley is considered part of the Aliens collection. I mean, it is the same as the gray one down there, but I just refer to it as the Black Ripley, and picked it up. I just love that. I love to wear this watch. It really is a conversation starter. And of course, I did find an excellent condition previously owned Ripley. It's in beautiful condition, excellent shape. And fortunately, I learned how to deal with this band, this bracelet on this watch. So dealing with it on this watch became very easy between this watch, the Orange Bishop, and the Bishop with these particular goofy links. I learned how to do it so that it's not so much of a chore anymore. Lovely. Have my Bishop. Relatively easy to find one of these when I went to looking for it. Wore it for a while, had it for a while, went one day to check on it, make sure it was okay, and found that the watch had stopped. And when I popped the case back open, the inside of the case back was charred. So something had happened to the battery and burned up the movement. I tried a local place to fix it by swapping a movement from a donor watch, and they screwed it up. Gentleman I bought another watch from. I think it was the Burke. Yeah, I bought the Burke from him, and he said that he might be able to get it back working again. So I shipped it off to jolly old England, and he turned it around in about a week. Works perfectly. Keeping good time. Chronograph works. Resets to 0. Put it back together. It works beautifully. What more could you want? I have the Space Marine, and yes, I know the time is off. This thing has always been running fast, and it's just too much of a pain for me to reset it. But it is an actual Space Marine pulse meter with the correct style Velcro strap. The strap that came with it wasn't the right one for this watch. It was some aftermarket piece of garbage, and I found this one on eBay for like $9, and I said, okay, sure. Nice watch. Here's my Burke. This one was the hardest one to find. H5665050. Was not cheap to find, but I found it, and it just a beautiful watch, really. I mean, on its own, it would definitely be a watch that I would own, even if it wasn't a movie watch from the Aliens movie to complete the collection. Just having it on its own, it's a beautiful piece. Strap, the bracelet was in great shape. Everything works. Just a nice little watch. Very happy with that. Then I have my 3 more modern Seikos. I used to have many more. If you look back at my other videos, I used to have a bunch of Turtles. I even had a bunch of SKXs. But I sold almost all of them off except for these 2. Pardon me. And then I recently picked this one up. This is a Seiko 5. I don't remember the caliber number, but it's a pilot style watch with a bidirectional bezel. But what I really bought it for was the color combination, the blue dial with the orange surrounds on the face and the orange bezel. Being a big fan of the Florida Gators, orange and blue is constantly on my mind. And this was the first of my orange and blue watches that I picked up. Just a great daily wear style watch. I have my Turtle. This is a Nemo. This is overseas market watch. They don't really sell these in the States. I tried to find one. This one I found in New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand. Good price. Nice guy to work with. Had it shipped over. Had this candy bar style Cyclops over it, which I didn't think I would like, but you know, when I got the watch in person, it really looked good to me. So again with the orange and blue, but it's called the Nemo. Not really sure why. I guess the orange matches the orange of a clownfish. I don't know. They call it the Nemo, I'll call it the Nemo, whatever. And this one, I just recently picked up. I just recently did a video on it. Oops, upside down, sorry. Is my SKX A65. This was the Thailand limited edition one I did a video on earlier with the half red, half blue Pepsi bezel, split vertically instead of horizontally, and the sumo style hands. This is number 1985 out of 2999. But other than that, it's a typical SKX. I am going to change the strap out, the band out for a leather strap, or at least give it a try, because I'm not a big fan of this jingle jangle thing. It's annoying. And I'm not going diving in it, so why not put a strap on it that I really like? But I really like that watch, and I've been wearing it a lot lately. Anyway, that is my Seiko state of the collection. Let's see, 12. Did I say 12? 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 watches. Most of them vintage. All working. All in great shape. And all make me very happy. So, going to leave it at that, really. If you like this video, I'd appreciate the old thumbs up, please. Always helps me. Questions, comments, suggestions down there. I do read them all. I answer them all. I delete the nasty ones and I block the authors. I don't have time for that crap. Don't need it. If you're not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button for me and click the bell icon so that when I make new content, you are alerted when it's uploaded. I have one more State of the Collection video coming, so I'll get to work on that one. Everyone have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.